Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. We're continuing our discussion of the minor marks found on the palm. And today we're going into the triangle. There's much to be said, so we're getting started right now. Okay. Now, if you look at your screen on this side, that's just a review of what the triangle, looks like. It gets its name from its shape. Three-sided figure. You'll find it on the line, on the mount, or on crossing lines, and we'll see examples of this. Okay? Creative or intellectual talent. That's what we can expect to see. Here's an illustration of a palm. I have the major lines here, and I've added two other lines. We're going to be seeing those more. But this is the triangle. This is what it looks like. It's sitting here on a mount. That fleshy part just below each finger. And this is index finger, or planetary name is Jupiter. Here's your headline. Here's your lifeline. This is the fate line. It's under the middle finger. And the planetary name for the middle finger is Saturn. And this is also called line of Saturn. This is Apollo. Under the ring finger, that's the ring finger's name, and it's also called the sun line when it penetrates. Okay? And the last one, it gets its name from the finger's name. Mercury is the planetary name, so this is the Mercury line, also referred to as the health line. Okay? Okay, so that's what that looks like. Let's go on now and see what it looks like on the next example. Okay, here's what we have here. All right. Here we have illustration of a palm, and we've got more lines going here and here. It says triangle formed by crossing lines. Little information on the triangle. Triangle tends to show a strong and intense area of structure, sophistication, and ability in a person. It is usually found toward the end or beginning of a major line, and often occurs when a short line crosses a fork in a line. The triangle is formed by major and minor lines in the hand. These are traditionally a sign of fortune and luck. We're talking about the triangle, and are more likely to be found on those of us who win money. Triangles formed clearly and independently are signs of fortune and luck. So everybody doesn't have them, but they pop up if you're destined to have it. Okay? Make sure we can see everything. All right. Now, the difficulty in recognizing the triangle is that it may be mistaken for a poorly formed square. Although the triangle, like the square, is generally favorable, the two markings are otherwise extremely different. Remember, the square is a mark indicating protection, and it's always found after a severe part in your life. Could be an illness. All right, the presence of a triangle can indicate creative or intellectual talent connected with the area in which it is found. When found near a line but not actually touching it, the triangle enhances the line's power. Always bear in mind that any marking is only going to affect the part of the palm it is found on. So it's found here. So it's the good luck, fortune, and so forth only is for this area. All right. If, for instance, the triangle is found on mounts, it only relates to this area of the person's life. Also, if a marking is on or formed by minor lines, as we have here, as it often is, it only relates to that line. Where I've circled it, there is the triangle. And where I've circled it here, there is your triangle. So what is affected? This area and this area. If it happens to be here, it can only relate to deep subconscious impressions of a spiritual nature where a choice must be made. Okay? So this is common to see crossing lines like that. Okay, let's go on and take a look at the mount, see what it means. I've named them for you. They have their planetary names. You are already aware that this is your index finger, your middle finger, and so on. All right. Triangle on the Jupiter mount confers tact and diplomacy. Now, this is also a good, Jupiter is always a good sign. It's about you when it's on this finger. But since the definition of this sign entails wisdom and intellect, that means you'll have all the power from it, but you'll use discretion and speaking, expressing yourself. All right. On the Saturn mount, here's where we are, Saturn. It indicates research or a behind-the-scenes job, possibly involving a high level of secrecy. If it's on the Apollo line, or mount rather, suggests a physically artistic or constructive career. Could be such as a sculptor, a masseur, or even a bodybuilder. If the mark is a little lower down, if it's in the lower part of the mount, it means the talent is with your hands. You do your best work with your hands. Going here, Venus. A measure of the physical resources of the person is strengthened and more powerful. Now, this involves you, your physicality, how you take care of your body. Do you sleep well? How's your diet? And this strengthens that and makes it more powerful. So that's a big plus. Okay, let's go on to this finger. The Mount of Mercury shows a political animal, someone who can wheel and deal in any situation. Astute and very perceptive, these people have natural leadership ability in business too. If it's on the lunar area, it expands your creativity, imagination, and intuition to a stronger and more powerful degree. Elsewhere, the triangle shows a natural talent for getting the best out of people and anyone. There is always a gift of leadership. And finally, right here, this area is the area of Mars. That's the planet of action. Shows a dauntless fighting spirit. Setbacks are never permanent, for these people soon bounce back to defend what they think is rightfully theirs. Now, when it's on lines, the triangles also strengthens the marks when found on a clear line, well-defined line now. Triangles, as I've already said, is always associated with wisdom, so the person will use their enhanced energy wisely. If it's on the headline, it strengthens the mind. If there is stress in the person's life, they'll get through it okay. If there is no defect, the triangle is classified as a strengthening agent, adding wisdom, mental prowess, and perhaps brilliance, because triangles add mental brilliance to the line. And finally, remember, the strongest triangle is the single sign. It stands alone. That it is always a favorable indication never applies to health, but adds brilliance to the mental side of the location. All right. So thus ends our discussion of the triangle for today. If you like this, you understood it, by all means, thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks. And welcome to the new subscribers. Glad you came. Glad you found us. All right. Well, take care of yourselves. Love yourself. Love and light. Bye.